Hey, happy, what is today? It is Wednesday, and I am Kathy Elliott, an independent Norwex sales consultant educator, and I'm recording this in my VIP group, so if anybody joins on live, I might be saying hi to them. I want to talk to you about the Norwex toothpaste, and I'm first going to say that I am a firm believer in fluoride. I believe that it's important for children to brush their teeth with fluoride, and I just am a believer in it. And you may not be, and that's fine. That's for you to decide for yourself and your family. I just know for me and mine that for especially our kids, I was always a believer in fluoride. In fact, I have an old toothpaste here. I don't know how old this is. I know it's at least 3 or 4 years old. I see somebody's joined in, and it's just been sitting in our cabinet as a backup in case it's needed. And now after this point, it's probably expired and it needs to be thrown away. However, we're going to use it today for an experiment. I can tell you that this tube would roll up and stay that way. I know if I took the cap off, there would be some that would come out because there's toothpaste at the top. But I will tell you about the Norwex ones. And yes, this is from October of 2022. Hello. How are you doing, Jennifer? So anyway, we just roll this up, and we're going to see if I take this lid off. There's a little bit of air in there, but it won't stay rolled up. So that is one thing about the Norwex tube. It does not roll up and stay rolled up. Now, the reason I want to share about the Norwex toothpaste is because a little bit goes a long way. That's very common with Norwex stuff, right? We find that with a lot of things. Don't have to use as much detergent as unless you have like really hard water or something. Then you're going to use the maximum amount, measured amount of 2 tablespoons. Otherwise, a lot of us can go down farther, just depending on your water. Anyway, back to the toothpaste. I'm going to be cutting these open, and yes, I really did save all these tubes of toothpaste, and it'll be nice to have them out. When we talk about things we need to clean out, and you come across like stuff you've been saving because you wanted to do something with it, then you say, now is the time, and now is the time. So this toothpaste is really special. Let me just tell you a little bit about it. I'm going to read from what I have over here. There is a special, it's the white charcoal in here, and it's binchoten. I think that's how you say it. It's binchotan. So I think it's binchoten. And what it does is it helps remove the unhealthy buildup of stains that get on your teeth. Now, I drink tea every day. In fact, oh, it's clear over there on the counter. I'm not going to read. My teacup's full right now. I've been drinking tea. In the wintertime, I drink several cups a day. I think my teeth look pretty good. Then there is the... now I just... brain fog here on how to pronounce this. Xylitol. That's how we say it, right? XYLIOTOL. Helps inhibit bad bacteria. So it stops that growth of bad bacteria. Then it has peppermint and corn mint leaf essential oils that helps to freshen your breath. And I like the flavor of it. It's we had a gel first. This is more of a paste. I'm a gel user usually, but I've gotten used to the paste, and I really do like it now that I've gotten used to that switch. So why is this easier? It's because it's going to help remove that unhealthy buildup and stains. It gently whitens your teeth with that white charcoal, and the tube itself is a sugarcane bioplastic tube. So it's not petroleum based. You're not getting those petroleums in here. What is it free from? The SLESs, SLSs, the artificial flavors, sweeteners, dyes. There's no fluoride. There's no paraffins, phthalates, peroxide, triglycerins, GMOs, or microbeads. Microbeads are plastic, and they scratch the enamel on your teeth, and they also get ingested into your body. We don't need any help putting more plastic in our body. Did you know that we consume the approximate size of a credit card? I had one laying here. I covered it up. Oh, I found it. Sorry that you had to look at the side of my hair. So this much plastic a week in microplastics. A week. I don't need to learn information like that. When I see that, I go, So that is why it is so important that we all do what we can to try to lower the consumption of microplastics, however we can do that. So one of the ways is buying your toothpaste in something that's not petroleum-based tube. Okay, so it's a vegan product, not tested on animals. It contains the 2 organic ingredients, and like I said, it freshens your breath. And I just think the amazing thing is I tracked how much toothpaste I went through here, okay? I watched my husband go through several tubes of his toothpaste to my one. So this first one went from October to May, from October 22 to May 2023. The second one, I started in June, and it went through February 13th of 2024. And I know that it went through February 13th because on this one I actually wrote Valentine's Day on it, February 14, 2024 there. And then it went through August in 2024, and I know that because on this one I wrote September 1 of 2024, and it went through March of 2025, and I wrote end of March on it, and it went through December of 2025. And so then that brings us to, again, I wrote the date, January 1, 2026. I don't know how long I don't know that I've ever had toothpaste that lasted that many months. I am the only person using this. That could make part of the difference, right? So how much is this? Okay, so it's $13.99, and then you have 98 cents tax. If it's 7%, it's $15 roughly, $14.97. Then you got shipping. If you get this on the autosave, you're going to save 10%. Okay? Autosave, you decide how often you need this. Minimum is every 3 months. Maximum is every 6 months. Guess what I have mine set on, right? I have it set on every 6 months, and then if I don't need it, I delay it. Very easy. It's not mandatory that I'm going to get this when I don't want it, when I don't need it. So I save 10%. Then on autosave, just a plug for autosave, you let that order build to $150, and you say, my God, Kathy, $150 in Norwex every 6 months. Are you serious? And I say, yeah. And go a little over, because that 10%, right? So you get that 10% is going to be $15 over. So you want to go a little bit above the 150. So when you get that 10% off, you still get, what is it? Free shipping. I like free shipping. You like free shipping? I like free shipping. I think we all like free shipping. And so that is their extra thank you. So you get 10% off all your items, that $150 worth of items, you get 10% off. Then you get free shipping. So I make sure mine is slightly over the 150 to make sure that I get that free shipping. It's just lovely, you know, with the detergents, the toothpaste, the dish soap, hand soap. What else do I use a lot of? I also use the Biozyme that comes, there's a 3-pack now, so I'm not sure that I'm going to go, I might still go through that amount every 6 months. Help me out. What else? What else might be what we call the consumables that within 6 months I would need to replace? Oh, fresh produce wash. Definitely need that. What else? Well, anyway, you get the idea, I hope, right? So you want to build your cart up, your autosave products. Oh, any skincare that you're using. Did somebody just manifest that? Did somebody say the skincare? I felt like I heard it. So skincare, you might need a refill on your skincare every 6 months. Some of us, it lasts 9 months. So what else? Anyway, I think you get the idea. Build that autosave cart up, have it reach that percentage, and be done with it. So hopefully this video does not stop. I just got a message that my battery's down. I didn't realize how low it was. 5 months worth of this cost me, no, not 5 months. Scratch that. For 39 months, these 5 tubes cost me $120 in toothpaste. But that's 39 months. I don't know what you're spending on toothpaste. I haven't bought regular toothpaste. What this breaks down per month, so I looked, okay, so October through May, $8. If I just, right, that's those 8 months, I mean. That's $24, $3 a month. $3, yes. Did I do that math correctly? I spent $24 on a tube of toothpaste. It lasted me for 8 months. That's $3 a month. Yes. And then the June through February lasted me 8.5 months. I don't know. I must not have brushed my teeth as much. So that was $2.82. Then August 14th through August, I must have brushed my teeth more often. Maybe somebody else was using my toothpaste too. That then brought it to $3.69. How much does a tube of toothpaste said? Oh, deodorant. Good job, Jennifer. Jennifer here on live says deodorant. Now my deodorant tends to last me nearly a year. So when I have it on autosave, I have to say delay. That's 6 months. And then, because the crystal deodorant anyways, the one I use, we have two. We have a stick and a crystal. So then I say delay, and then the next 6 months, that's when I get my new crystal deodorant. And it too is like $13. So, you know, a little over $1 a month for a year. I think that's pretty reasonable. I don't know what the rest of you are spending. I don't know, but this saves you money, and that just shows you how it saves you money. Okay, so this one, September through March, that's 7 months. That is $3.43 per month. How much does a tube of toothpaste cost? And then this one, which was the last one for this year through December, so that's 9 months. Wow, I really hope I was not, I don't know, did I skip some days not brushing my teeth? That made it cost $2.67. So on average, where did I write that at? My paper's kind of messed up. 39, 120, 24, 39 months. $3.25 per month. Is that right? Am I looking at that right? Did I put my decimal in the right place? So on average, $3 a month for my tube of toothpaste. If somebody has a price, anytime in the comments you want to write it, how much do you spend a month? That would just be curious. Now, why did I save all of these? Partly to see really how long. I got curious after I started using it. Just how long is this working? Now, I will be surprised if I get any toothpaste out of this. This is the October 2022. I'm going to try. This is really hard to, let's see. Oh, there is a little bit. Look at that. There's still, oh, look at that. I could still use this. So guess what's not getting thrown away? This tube of toothpaste is not going to get thrown away. So there was just another little bit in there. And you know what? I'm going to show you. Let's see if I can get. So I'm really squeezing. That's probably how much I use on my toothpaste. On my toothbrush, excuse me, is this much. Okay? So I at least have one more use in there. That's so funny. And it is. It's a gray color. Okay. So I'm going to cut this open. Because this was a challenge. So there is some here at the very bottom. Somebody said, toothpaste depends on what you buy. Gary buys Close-Up. $2.22 a tube. I buy Crest, a 2-pack, $8. The kids buy their special. So we go every 3 months. So every 3 months. So in 6 months, they're spending approximately $3 to $4 every 3 months. So price comparably, if it's $3, it's pretty reasonable. It's the same. It's lasting, though, me 6 months. She says they go through it every 3 months. So, but mine's so in 6 months, you're spending twice as much as I am. If you're buying it at an average of $3 and you have to do that every 3 months, then you're spending $6 every 6 months, and I didn't, right? Is that what we're saying? Because mine was $3 for 8 months. So yes, so yes, just trying to do the math in my head and be honest. So there is a little bit here in the bottom. Can you see that? And there was this challenge of somebody said, like, have you ever cut open the bottom of the toothpaste and did you notice there's still toothpaste in it and you're not getting it all out, and I don't know if this is really worth it. That's what started this, was that conversation, that thread in our Norwex group of other educators. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm fooling myself. So I will clean the bottom of that out and use it. And somebody else said, have you ever cut open another name brand of toothpaste and to see what's left? Now, there's definitely toothpaste in here, okay? But I had stopped using this. And they said, have you ever cut open their bottle to see how much you're leaving behind in their bottle? And I was like, no. Somebody else has joined us live. Thank you. Okay, first of all, because I've mashed this shut, it's actually like it's glued shut. So that, and the other thing is, this is a, because I don't see anything on here. Let's see if it tells us what the tube is. And I sort of have a couple of sensitive areas. Does it come in different flavors? No, just the mint. Gary has to have fluoride. Has to have the most fluoride he can get. The kids too. Yes, I believe the kids need to stay with fluoride. 100% agree with you there. You know, Jennifer, it might be worth trying to get and then try it. Oh, somebody else has joined us too. Thank you for joining us live to hear about toothpaste. Oh, this is really, what I would say is get a tube and see what happens. I told my dentist what I was doing, and he said, well, we'll see. My first checkup after starting with this was one of the best checkups I'd had. I hardly had any plaque. I hardly had, he thought I was still flossing. I'm sorry to say that he's mistaken. I mean, I kind of still do every so often. I get a food stuck back here every now and then that I do floss out. I can feel it and it bothers me. But in general, I really don't. Okay, so I have this smashed close. I can't pop this all the way open. I can't get it to open up to down here. And it does not tell me on this tube if it is non-petroleum. So, I mean, you know this is going in the trash, right? We're not. So I cannot open that up. But I see toothpaste in there that I wasn't able to get scooched down. So when somebody says, but can you get all of it out? Unless it's an airless pump that literally, which then scrapes the sides as it goes, like in our facial care, we have airless pumps. So as you're pushing through the product, it's going up, 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 up to the top. And then you get it all out of there, right? So unless it has that kind of a function in your toothpaste, it's going to have it on the sides. So the good question is, how much toothpaste are we throwing away? That was part of the conversation 4 years ago when I started saving these tubes 4 years ago. So here's the difference. I can open this one up and I can see all the way to the cap. And we watched me squeeze out some from the cap. We have a pusher thing. Oh, is that one of the things where you have to, you put it over the top and you squeeze it up so you don't have to use your hands? I think if you cut your tube open after that, you're still going to see that there's toothpaste inside because that thing clamps here, and so it's just scooching it up so that not necessarily isn't scraping the inside of your tube out. But you could try it probably on this too, where it would push it up and keep it up to the top, to the cap, and you may find that you're going to get more out of here. So I mean, I would say there was several more uses in here. And like I said, I can see all the way to the cap. See, I took it off. See the end where what I squirted out. So I'm curious as to how well I get the toothpaste out of here. So I'm opening these up. And again, I can just let the air in here, and so that sugar cane. It's bio-based sugarcane tube. So I'd say that's the same amount. So there's a few more uses on there. See that at the end? And it is paste, and it is a... So I don't... Does anyone else think that the texture of this toothpaste has changed? This looks like my tube, like right now tube. I show you that like it's, let me just squeeze this up a little bit. See? Ooh, don't come all the way out. That looks like the same. And what I squeezed out of here, I'm just noticing that gives me pause. I don't know why that would change in consistency. It's very, I don't know if I want to, it's very wet glue-like. I don't know. Anyway, enough of that. This just feels the same. Well, my reason for showing this was because, see, that's still like the paste. That's still, that feels like what it should feel like. I really just wanted to share the cost savings that I do believe, oily and greasy. Yeah, that's not the Norwex toothpaste. It's not oily and greasy, but yeah, oily and greasy. That's a good description of what's in here. That was tasty. I'd wiped this off my fingers and I cleaned off the top anyway, this is going in the trash. Should we cut the rest of these open? This is the one I just ended on. I just love that I'm able to just pop this right open. So if you really wanted to, you know, put your toothbrush inside and pull that out, you could do that. Now here's another thing that I wanted to, oh, I didn't bring my toothbrush out here with me. Darn it. I wanted to show it to you. Let's quickly go get it, okay? I know this is becoming lengthy, and that is just what it is. It's going to be lengthy. I'm making a pit stop. The reason is because I just think we have to keep having this conversation about our toothbrushes and toothpaste. First of all, the Norwex toothbrush comes with a replaceable head. So what the other toothbrushes don't have is they don't have silver in the bristles. You're inside the medicine cabinet. Let's just be real. That's where I'm setting you up at. You pop this head out. Sure. Because I wanted to do it fast. And then it drops in the sink. But you clean this out. So you can take your towel or your body cloth and you just wipe it out like this. And you clean it out. And mine needed to be done. It's gotten toothpaste build up inside there. You know how it gets built up on the edges of your toothbrush, right? And you replace this head every 3 to 6 months. There's the silver in here in these bristles. So while it's wet, the ions start to go to work and clean this up. grab your phone charger. I did. That's what I grabbed. So I can plug it back in. So I'm just wiping this off. There's a little bit more here on the bottom. And I try to be really good about making sure I get this clean. Clean it every so often. Because these bristles are so good and they last. And this one's a medium. I can use a medium. I'm just very gentle. If you're going to use the medium bristles, be very gentle with your skin. Be like lightweight. Sometimes brush with your non-dominant hand, right? And be very, like, just very soft, like you're tickling your teeth. You don't want to scrub hard. And that's what I was starting to do with the soft. And I was causing issues. So my dentist and I had a conversation. And I said, I think I'm going to go back to the medium and just try it again. And it's been working. I had a very good follow-up the other day. So, questions. If you are on here live right now and you want to ask questions, go for it. And we'll stay on here and have a conversation about it. If you are seeing this video afterwards and you look at comments that people are leaving or things I've already said, excuse my nose face up there. It's plugging in my phone. See, plugging it in. So that then you can, ooh, we were almost down to the end of the battery. Oh no. Oh, you don't want to see that. That's all my Norwex stuff. So I just want to encourage you to cut open your toothpaste when it's at the end and get out what's left inside. But if you have some questions, let me know. And let's see if there's anything else I can. Oh, just like your gut, your mouth is full of bacteria, both beneficial and not. In fact, with 700 different species, your mouth houses the second most diverse microbial community in the body after the gut, known as your oral microbiome. How insane is that? The use of it is very easy. You just screw off the cap, take it out. If children were to use this, it's a pea-size amount. Of course, supervising is important. Again, I do believe in fluoride. I believe kids should have it with fluoride. But if you have chosen that, not to have fluoride for your kids, I believe this is a great second option. It does really clean the teeth. And get that plaque off in a safe way. The white charcoal is a safe ingredient. More and more of our products are becoming EWG verified. I'm not sure if our toothpaste has been or not yet. Let's see. This is, well, no, this bottle I purchased this bottle last year because I thought I was going to need it. So if that has been newly put on there, I'd have to look it up. You see on this new, it doesn't say on this new information sheet, like this is what I'm reading on the computer. This is about the toothbrush itself. The new ones say that it's EWG. The toothbrush itself, oh, here's a fun fact. Did you know that 3000 BC ancient civilizations used a thin twig with frayed edges to rub against their teeth for cleaning? Fun fact. So tooth care has been around for thousands of years. I don't know. They found a toothbrush in somebody's, whatever you call when they do the archaeological digs. One of the things about the toothbrush is it reduces your use of plastic because you're not constantly replacing the whole thing. You're just replacing that head. And the bristles self-sanitize within hours. So just like the EnviroCloths and our window cloth and all of that, that microsilver goes to work in the bristles and it self-sanitizes. What else do you want to know? It does say the dentists recommend, the Dental Association, that you change your toothbrush out every 3 months. They're talking about the bristles. The refill pack comes with 2 2 heads. If you're inclined to be like me and you use one for at least 6 months, then it's a year before you replace those. Oh, colors is only green and blue. We used to have red and we had dark blue, light blue, red, and green. And now we're just down to blue and green. I don't know why we went. Maybe the other colors didn't sell as well. And when they ran out, we ran out. People have used, what have they put on there? Maybe it's a special kind of tape or something, or labeling, so that people know which toothbrushes they use. But yeah, so yeah, just, I'm sorry, green and blue. Yeah, this is an older picture of the toothbrushes. Those were the four colors. But now we just have this light green and this lighter blue. Anything else? You know, I can't give you a sample of it, so but what I would recommend is, if you want to at least purchase it once to try it, put it on a reorder. I'm going to close my cap. Put it on a reorder right away so you get that 10% off the next tube. If you decide you don't ever want this again, you just cancel that. You're not beholden. That's what's really special about the autosave, is that you can change whatever you put on there. And let's say you have what we call the consumables. You have those on there, it's coming up, and you're like, oh, but I need some new travel enviros, or I want a gift for so-and-so, I want to get something. You just add it to that order. So trying to think of what is something. Body cloths, if you're looking for new body. Spear sponges I believe can be put onto the auto save order also. Trying to think if there's, oh, maybe we're doing a flash sale. You see a flash sale coming up, and you go into your account and you decide, I want to add that and I want it now, so I'm just going to get all of these things, my auto save order now. I'm going to ship now, put it all to ship now, and add whatever the flash sale is that you want with it. And then just delay the next time it comes up, because you're not going to need it as often. So yeah, the autosave is a pretty cool tool. I really like it. And I like that 10% off. So order your first tube, then right away put it on. So you get to choose when you put your order in. Order only now or add it to autosave. And immediately when you're putting it in, say I want it on the autosave, and then do you want it in 3 months or 6 months? And you decide, and then get your first order. And let me know how long it's lasting you. What else? Anything? Okay, so I know this turned out to be lengthy. I do think I have educated you quite a bit. If I talked about this at a party, we would probably go through it a whole lot faster. And I probably am not going to carry around open tubes of toothpaste to show you what it looks like on the inside. I don't know. Maybe I should save one. So, thank you for joining me here live. And for those of you who see this later in the VIP group, make sure you leave comments. And for those of you who see this from my YouTube channel, thank you, first of all, for going to the YouTube channel and being here and sharing these videos. And if you are getting this video through a different consultant, make sure that you stay with that consultant. If you're like, what is this Norwex stuff and who are you and what is it that you're talking about? Connect with me. You can do that through my website at www. So 3 W's, World Wide Web, .norwex, NORWEX.com/Kathy, Kathy, Elliott, ELLIOTT. So Kathy Elliott's all one word. So it's www.norwex.com/Kathy Elliott. And you can go to my website and you can hit the connect me and you can send me a message. Or if you'd rather just send me a text, you can text me to my business number, which is 515-717-3284. So send me a text that says, hi, this is who I am. I saw this video. These are my questions. And if you don't tell me who you are, I'm not going to reply back to you. I hope you can understand that there are reasons why I want to know, A, you're a real person, and that you're really serious, and that you want information. So yeah, thank you for spending this moment with me. Have a great day.